they're neutral.
Who's neutral?
They are.
Jeff Probst and
They're
Mike Rowe.
essentially the same person.
Jeff Probst and Mike Rowe.
Yeah.
So if you put them both side by side in a ring or an octagon
I don't even know who they are, but
or
they're
during the street,
neutral, and they're neutral.
they're just gonna battle that out to a tie.
Nothing would happen.
Well, I'm not saying it would. This is we're entertaining
Now you know
speculation.
who they are, and I'm just saying.
Okay, I'll fix that for you.
That's really annoying. I'm gonna use that next time on 30 Rock tonight at 11 on Joe TV.
Who do you think would win in a fight, Trey Songz and Neo?
I want you to meet and greet the other members of the party posse. He's smart.
I think Neo's pretty big.
He's
He'd have reach, wouldn't he? Because when I saw that celebrity basketball game, Neo looks like he's really tall.
I don't know. I don't know.
Who's next? Rob Wiggum?
But I've heard that Trey Songz is pretty lethal on the ground.
Honestly, I don't know.
Okay. And I've heard also that he's been kind of working on improving his jiu-jitsu.
To be honest with you, they would not fight, and they're not going to. So I don't know.
Not even if $100 million were at stake?
Absolutely, they're not fighting.
Okay.
No $100 million at stake.
Do you recognize this guy? Do you recognize this guy right here?
All that's left is the singing.
That's Jeff Probst.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Do you know who that? Do you recognize him?
No.
From Survivor?
No.
You don't recognize him at all?
I don't know him.
Okay, but you could still see him. And then you
I
could...
see him enough.
Okay, so you can make an assessment when I show you the next guy. And tell me who you think would have an advantage in a fight. Then again, the old saying goes, you can't always tell judge a book by its cover. Okay, I don't want Jeff Probst. I just put in Mike Rowe. Oh, brother. Okay. I'm probably spelling Mike Rowe wrong. Rowe is kind of a tricky name.
He's like going nuts.
What the hell is that? Is this like a boy band in Springfield?
No.
From now on, anything caught in your zipper will be handled by the school nurse and not me.
Good
Are
idea.
you adequately prepared to rock?
We're having a little trouble finding any information on Mike Rowe.
Here they are, the party posse.
They need to make tripods for smartphones.
Now here's a song that your principal Skinner doesn't want us to play.
Okay.
This is my idea. I like your brand of inoffensive pop rock.
Screw you, man. I'm not playing anyway.
I like your brand of inoffensive pop rock.
It's pretty funny.
Okay. This is Mike Rowe from Dirty Jobs.
They're the same person.
Okay, but you're just it's too close for you to
They
call.
don't excite or they don't excite.
We're not
or
asking
not
them to.
unexciting.
We're just analyzing a potential matchup.
They're the same person. Nothing exciting. I wouldn't want to see it.
Okay. Well,
I'll pass.
I need an Aaron. Where's an Aaron Wakamatsu when you need him? Because I think he would have something to say about this.
I'm sure.
I wonder if we can get their physical.
No, he wouldn't. He probably says the same thing.
What is a word for your height and like your weight and just your measurement?
No, I didn't. I even came in early and made orange.
Oh, height and measurement.
Orange.
Yeah, like.
What are you looking for, Mama?
She lived with.
Because I want to know who's taller.
It doesn't matter. Height's not an issue.
Height is an issue in fighting.
No, it's more than height. It's health. It's how much you've been practicing. It's everything. And they're pretty much the same.
But reach is where height comes in.
Word.
What brings you to Springfield?
We saw your band formation notice in the paper.
Really? You saw our
Yeah, like your reach,
What's
your reach?
like the length that your arm can reach.
So anyway, they brought you this
If you have a superior reach to your opponent, then you can stand back to where he can't hit you, but you can hit him. That's a big obstacle to overcome.
No. You don't need a reach. The longer you extend, the weaker your punches.
To the Bandana Republic. Word.
Well, whether
So
you,
what is reach?
it's still because a guy who has this much reach, his extension will go further than a guy who has this much reach.
You mean this much exerts? He can exert that much with his pipe?
Okay, we're think of it as coverage.
The less each time it goes out, it's weaker.
Okay, but even
The most powerful is what?
Okay, so take each guy and their power shot, right?
Yeah.
But a guy that's 6'10", his power shot versus a guy that's 5'10", his power shot will be able to be launched and cover further distance than.
I agree if they were in the same health, maybe.
Okay.
I don't know because you wouldn't even be matched up then.
Well, next time you talk to Uri, I want you to ask him if he thinks reach matters at all in a fight.
Reach can matter, yes, but I don't think it's the break. It's not the.
I said it was an important factor.
It's important. It's not something to mention.
All right, so we're gonna try and find out his physical statistics. Okay, Mike Rowe is 6 feet tall.
What does it mean?
He's 6 feet tall. Well, this one says he's 6'1" and 210 pounds, so he's a good-sized dude. I think he might have a substantial size advantage over Jeff Probst.
They're the same.
I think Jeff Probst is under 6 feet. I'm gonna guess, but from what I've heard, he's hung like a 7-footer.
If that excites you.
It doesn't. I'm just trying to talk about them fighting, and I thought, oh, I was right, 5'10". So 6'1" versus 5'10", definitely advantage Mike Rowe. Let's see what kind of weight he's got. They don't really have a statistic. Oh, 170 pounds. So that's a substantial weight advantage for Mike Rowe. 30 pounds and the reach. That's not even a fair fight. Those guys wouldn't even be fighting in the same weight class.
Uncle Sam?
So that's an inappropriate comparison. Is what that is. Mike Rowe is essentially a heavyweight or a light heavyweight, and Jeff Probst is probably a middleweight. So yeah, it's like apples and oranges. You say tomato, I say fuck you.
I don't say tomato or tomato. I just say fuck you.
Well, whatever works.
Continuously fuck you because it's just bullshit. Don't feed me bullshit because it's bullshit.
I'm just trying to make a broadcast.
Just you show me two people.
Okay, we'll do it again.
Real people, and I will show you. I will predict for you.
Okay. Ronnie Dunn versus Rick Springfield. Who you like there?
Huh?
Ronnie Dunn versus Rick Springfield.
Neither.
I think Ronnie Dunn. He's got the youth over Ricky Springfield. Ricky Springfield's kind of in the twilight of his career.
And I don't feel their aura.
It's not over yet.
I didn't feel that young, dead.
Okay.
Need a truck that's dependable? Hurry into your Toyota dealer and get an amazing deal on Tundra, ranked most dependable large pickup for the 7th straight year during Toyota's
Is that your car?
sales event. Now get any new 2012 Tundra with 0% financing.
How do you spell pitbull?
Don't beat me up.
Do you spell it the same way as the dog?
Beat me up. Beat me up. Beat me up.
Miss Alicon. Do you spell pitbull the same way you do the pitbull dog? Or is it different?
You do. And don't call me Miss Alvin because I'm Miss Moore.
Sorry, Miss Sheston. Isn't that her? I don't know her last name.
Call me what you want, actually.
How about Princess?
Starting the Indy 500 with
Pitbull.
Mario Andretti exciting. Now imagine you won that fight visiting a website.
Huh?
But Mario's not there anymore.
Nothing does.
To enter. Civic, an official
I am more of a
vehicle
ground
of the
traveler.
IndyCar series.
I'm more of a receiver.
I don't have a boat. And I don't have a maritime license. Or a driver's license.
You don't have any, but I'm going to can.
Alright, how tall is Pitbull height and weight?
You know,
You
he's
might think
probably
it's
shorter.
hard for the
He's
cops to
strong.
see you at night.
5 foot. No, that's Mark Anthony. Never mind.
I think he's short, but he's in good shape.
So buckle up.
He's like me. I mean, if I was a man, I bet he'd watch The Hard with me.
Not so nice scratch.
He tries
Okay.
to be healthy.
According to
He has
this,
more money than he is.
he would be actually, he's the same dimensions as Jeff Probst. 5'10", 170
He's
pounds.
5'10".
I'm kind of surprised by that one as well.
Paint scrapes, scuffs, haze,
Everybody.
I imagine him being a little shorter, to be honest with you. But 5'10".
So you can add him to the list of the lengthy list of people who are taller than me.
Don't freak out. The TMZ's iPad a Day giveaway is
Okay.
on. You can win an iPad tablet loaded with the all-new TMZ app. Weekdays through June 5th.
How do you spell
TMZ
Neo?
for the code word, then enter it at
N-E-Y-O.
TMZ.com. 30 days of iPad.
Neo.
Watch and enter weekdays at 4:30 on Show TV.
I didn't go to Greece and study abroad.
LT, thank God you're here. The government's putting subliminal messages in your videos.
And go to private
Subliminal
school.
messages. Do you have any idea how insane that sounds?
Is that a Navy tattoo?
A Navy tattoo? Do you have any idea how insane that sounds?
5'8", bullshit. Neo?
Nah.
Lieutenant.
Nah, he's got like, I think he's like 6'5".
I think he's
Lieutenant
5'6".
LT.
It says here 5'8".
I think he's 5'6",
Oh,
if
wait.
that. Probably like
But your
135.
pant
Is he
legs.
really that small? Why did I think he was so big?
Ugh.
Maybe it's because his
How
voice
could
is so
you soil
powerful.
the good name of
Yeah.
Star Blitz Promotions?
Oh,
Okay.
come on, Lisa. We've
His
always
height.
used pop
How much is
stars for
176
people. Going back
centimeters?
to
That'd be
Elvis.
helpful.
And there was Sergeant Pepper's, the Captain and Tennille, and the Kiss Army.
But you have recruiting ads on TV. Why do you need subliminal
68
messages?
kilograms.
It's a three-pronged attack.
Okay, 68 kilos is really light.
Superliminal?
I'll show you.
That he's like pretty much under 140 pounds, I think.
Yeah, all right.
I think you called it. So he's
Now
small.
you know, Lisa. I'm afraid I...
Maybe I confused him for someone
He's like
else.
5'6", if that.
Okay.
About 145.
It's that, yeah. Well, they say he's about 5'8".
He's not packing a lot.
So-
He's probably packing enough.
Well, he's not an appropriate matchup for Pitbull either. Pitbull is giant compared to him.
I don't think Pitbull's a giant. Like Neo, he's not packing a lot, but he's packing enough.
Cut out. You're a grown man.
Right now, are you talking about the power in his punch or something else?
All of the above, maybe.
We're going to see Bart's concert.
Alright, so I'm gonna type in Fag from Maroon 5.
afternoon and welcome
Same
to the
thing.
USA.
I want to see. No, he's tall. He's tall.
He's secretly angry though, so I don't know. No, these two guys are at peace with himself. He's a little more angry.
He's got the anger like Jagger.
See a show or not?
No, Jagger's not angry.
I know. Jagger's
Five Boy is angry.
Jagger is centered. He'll never be even close to a Mick Jagger's talent.
That's why he's angry.
Yeah, well. Jesus. Ooh, he's 5'11". Actually, 5'11" and a quarter.
Probably about 5'8", 5'9".
No, it says 5'11" and a quarter. But what's his weight? Like 126?
Yeah, probably.
No, because if you're that tall, you're gonna at least weigh 150,
No, you're not.
even if you're scrawny.
He's really skinny.
Yeah.
But he's a little bit strong, so maybe 140, but
Looking good, guys. And double time.
Okay, I don't. Now, where is his damn weight?
That's it.
you know, you're not gonna. They don't know. Let's say don't know. And they're way off.
Well, there's a real disparity here because
There is.
I see it's anything from like
Well,
I see as low as 5'6".
I would just visualize it.
How do you do that?
Whatever they're.
Because a lot of your actors that you see on TV are shorter than what you think they are.
Yeah, I know.
I put
There's
fag.
some sexy ones though that are true to size, I think.
Well, there's no easy way to say this. The new administration is shutting down Project Boy Band.
Shutting it down.
Project Boy Band.
You mean to say that's crazy, sir?
You won't say it's crazy when you see next week's issue of Mad Magazine.
Dear God.
When this satirical bombshell hits the stands tomorrow, your band will have as
165 pounds. He's pretty beefy.
I'll follow, sir.
It's over, LT.
He's a strapping 165 pounds. He's a big boy.
No, he is not.
Yeah. Well, look at that neck. Look at that neck. I mean, no, look at that neck. He's got a big neck. Look at that. That neck's got to be like 15 inches at least. That's a huge neck. I mean, he looks like a football player.
You fool! Look what you done!
So he just wears those gay shirts to make him look like he's tall and lanky.
You leave me no choice.
Yeah, I didn't really see the picture, and
Look.
I don't want to.
Look.
I don't want to look.
All right. So 5'11" and a quarter and 165. So him and Pitbull, that would be a pretty good match from a size standpoint. Yeah. He's got a slight height on Pitbull, and Pitbull's a little stocky.
Dad, LT's going crazy.
Adam Levine. Okay. Now I want to see CeeLo height and weight,
Think he's gonna do something
because he looks real short to me. How do you spell CeeLo?
Pop music's hard work.
CEALO?
The Statue of Liberty?
Like Cholo?
Dean has a weird body shape. I don't know. He could have a
What?
That's our target.
6'5".
My head's been like one of those.
I think this is going to actually require some actual scholarly research.
Largest mental illness themed humor magazine.
Why do we call it Everybody Hates Raymond? We stayed up all night, but it was worth it.
We can't let LT blow up mad. Tina Brown was just starting to turn it around.
Well, we gotta mellow him out. But how? We would need the ultimate chill-out song.
Oh, he's 5'6" and a half.
Adam Levine.
No, CeeLo. But what's his weight?
We heard what you said. Yeah, heard it.
Because if he's only 5'6" and a half, then I'm going to say 220.
Just the song you need to defuse this whack attack.
It's like
Diffuse it. Old school.
He's like 4'12".
Radical!
Awesome!
91 kilograms, so he's 200 pounds.
Fine.
So he's about my weight and a few inches shorter. So do I look like CeeLo body-wise?
Close with a matrix.
Then again, I have a lot more meat.
Nobody pals going into a
You're pretty big.
Yeah, that's stupid. Wow. Oh, come on, guys. We've only got a few minutes.
I mean, your body.
Okay. So,
Everybody okay?
yeah, I'm too tired to really think of any more matchups right now. This is something I have to do.
They're not running out of good matches.
Well, boys,
I know.
the party posse is over, but at least I
Adam
saved you from a
Levine
public
and
spoofing.
Lady Gaga.
Nah, that's not fair.
Man, we could have been on the cover of Mad.
First of all, you have the gender inequalities. Second of all, I don't know what she weighs, but it ain't no 165.
Smelson. I could have thought of that.
Sure, you could have. Off
I
you
mean-
go now.
Adam Levine is a little taller than most. A little bit.
If
In the sense of
and he's carrying 165 pounds, so I mean he could conceivably, because when you get a guy that weighs 160, a girl that weighs 165, that's a big girl.
So check out the
Guy
menu
weighing
for a
165,
2 or 4-year hitch.
it's over the small, tiny threshold for guys. So that tells me that Adam Levine could probably stand in there with like a Jennifer West and hold his own. What?
Adam Levine. He's a weird category. It's one of those that's hard. It's hard.
Daddy chews bad. Yeah, custom made in Japan.
Now I bet you all of those. That's actually pretty average.
No, he's a weird. You're right there.
Is it? Would you call him a tweener?
Not even a tweener. Like I don't want.
You know, same as everyone.
Okay, well, I'm gonna see how he ranks against Anthony Kiedis, lead singer of the Red Hot Chili Peppers.
During Mattress Price Wars,
I don't know how to spell his name either.
Here's interest-free financing. financing and save on brand name mattress sets. Even get 3 years interest-free financing on Tempur-Pedic and Serta iComfort. Hurry, this special financing offer.
What would life have been like for me had I been 6 feet tall?
What if your life never
No
skipped a
way.
beat? What if your internet
5'8". This says he's
laptops
5'9".
and tablets and smartphones in your house? With Xfinity, you can surf, stream, and download at lightning-fast speeds on multiple devices. And with Xfinity On Demand, all of your favorites are just a click away. It's your internet and TV surrounding you with the ultimate entertainment.
This is a real professional website here.
Get Xfinity TV, internet, and voice from Comcast for
Doesn't
$99 a month
say.
for 2 years with Stream Picks included for a year. Plus, ask how you can get up to $300 back. Call 1-800-XFINITY today.
If you want the best in car stereo and alarms, come into Stereo Warehouse. Major brands, internet breaks.
This is
Right here in the
5'7".
store, same-day installation. Internet
There's just
breaks,
too much
no
variation.
shipping, no delay. Stereo Warehouse on Aurora.
To some, this is their soup. To others, this is their soup. So right now, it's buy one, get one free on most everything in the store. Because only the dressing well is the
68 kilos. God damn it. What is 68 kilos?
With Night Watch on GeoTV, sponsored by
No, it's like 2.2 pounds
best in the Northwest.
per kilo. I need a calculator. 68. What?
It's insane!
That's what's fun about it.
Oh, I can't believe I'm eating Millhouse. Yeah, heard it old school. Bart was so cool. A little short. He's about this tall.
Don't prove that.
Hey, if I wanted to figure out the kilo versus centimeters, I would multiply the kilos times the 2.2.
And the fluffy kitten played with that ball of string all through the night. On a lighter note, a Quickie Mart clerk was brutally murdered last night.
149.6 pounds. So right around $1.50. So I guess Adam Levine is just got about 15 pounds on him.
Either way, it's not accurate. We don't know his real weight. We don't know his true height.
Wow.
We know he's not tall.
But you better hurry. It's the Memorial Day event at your local Ford dealer.
I don't know. This is something to probably address at a later date, but it's definitely a good future broadcast.
After checking out the department stores,
We went to Ross.
and they got all the
It's what?
items.
No, it said 6 foot, or sorry, 5'11" and a quarter.
For every room in the house, leaving them to the lead when it comes to the home.
He's tall. He's a little bit taller than normal.
For the home,
Very skinny.
unbeatable.
And big on a little bit bigger.
Under the knife to change their lives. The extreme measures this couple is taking to lose weight.
No, you don't. Not right now.
Seattle schools playgrounds.
It's like 50 barrels of something that's claiming to be toxic waste.
Are you kidding? That guy.
Superhero makes a shocking
on.
discovery.
So, next topic.
Crossfire. A father is killed in front of his 2 children.
The next topic is my next song. I could certainly do that.
Tragic in Seattle's Central District. Now police are searching for 2 gunmen. Thanks for joining us on the Radar. Say goodnight.
And I'm David Rose. A father and his kids were driving back from the airport. The
Probably
family
about
had just
6'1",
picked up the
210.
kids' grandparents when they were caught in the middle of a gun battle.
James
Oh.
Lynch is live in Seattle
Wow,
with
my
reaction
fault.
from community leaders. But first, we begin with David Quinlan,
How would I know?
who's at the scene of the shooting
I don't
near
even-
Martin Luther King Way. David?
I have a limited
Maria, 20 minutes ago, Seattle police cleared the scene here at MLK and Cherry. It is wide open right now. The victim's van towed away. The shooting happened in broad daylight at around 4:30 this afternoon. 2 men were shooting at each other from across the street when a van carrying a family of 5 got caught in the middle.
That sucks.
Could have been anybody.
Onlookers stared as Seattle police covered a white van that carried a father, his 2 kids, and their 2 grandparents.
grandparents actually just flew in this afternoon to visit the family.
Police say the van was traveling westbound on Cherry when it drove straight into the crossfire of a gun battle. Two men were firing shots back and forth at each other from across the street. One of the bullets hit the driver. The man was killed instantly in front of his two children.
This is a very tragic situation, there's no doubt about it. There are a lot of people in this area. We're very lucky we don't have more victims.
Was in his 40s and was simply in the wrong place at the wrong time. The violence in this area is a reality that people living in this neighborhood.
Our karaoke was cut short by a terrorist attack on the internet.
His father, and it's very sad. And this is not.
We're gonna take this to the street.
Yeah, police describe the suspect as a black male, light-skinned.
Okay, so do I have what I need to get what you want? Probably for both.
And red shoes, and tonight police are urging anyone with any information to either call 911, call Crime Stoppers, or call Text to Tip with any information.
$3.
They need your help badly.
What I have.
Live in Seattle, David Conlon, Q13, Fox News.
David, thank you. And this isn't the only recent time an innocent person has been caught in the crossfire of Seattle violence. Back in April, Nicole Westbrook was killed while walking in Pioneer Square. James Lynch joins us now. James,
why does that name sound familiar?
Rainier Beach, the central district. Now, this has already become a cause for serious concern.
It is indeed, David, and you can look behind me. The intersection where this shooting happened has pretty much returned to normal. But the same cannot be said for the people who live in this community. They are distraught. I've seen several of them walking down the street crying. They don't know anyone involved, but this is their neighborhood. And tonight they're saying enough is enough. Tragedy on the streets of the Central District. A father caught in a crossfire, gunned down in front of his own children. It's the kind of tragedy that tears apart a family and rips through the heart of a community.
It's just devastating for the community to just have something like that going on at any time, but in particular a circumstance where innocent people
Paul Bascom is chairman of the African American Advisory Council to the Seattle Police Department. He says the city has seen far too much violence this year. 15 homicides so far. Last week, Courtney Taylor, a father of 5, shot and killed in the parking lot of the Jack in the Box in Seattle's Rainier Beach neighborhood. And then there was Nicole Westbrook, a 21-year-old woman who recently moved to Seattle and was randomly shot from a passing car while walking home with her boyfriend in Pioneer Square. Bascom urges the community to step up because he says police can't do it alone.
Just saying, let's not fool ourselves. As good as the police department is, any police department, any city, anywhere in the United States, is not going to be able to stop it from happening. They can contain it, they can reduce it, they can let people know that it's not going to be acceptable behavior, they will be locked up and prosecuted. Those are the things that you can do to contain it. You got to be proactive in being able to identify bad behavior. So people in the neighborhoods got to share that information.
The Reverend Harriet Walden heads Mothers for Police Accountability and is a longtime community activist. She says saving our city requires a shift in the way all of us think.
Since we live in a culture of death, people are so quick to use the weapons without even trying to figure out a way to have some reconciliation. What we want to do is create a culture of peace. And we start creating a culture of peace by creating a new normal. And that new normal is that violence has no place in our world.
Now, there is some good news here. Community activists continue to come together to try to stop the violence. And police say they are getting more cooperation from witnesses when we have scenes like the one that we've had here today. And that's where they want information right now. If you know anything about these shooters, police want you to come forward and please call 911. Live tonight in Seattle, James Lynch, Q13, Fox News.
And stay with us as we continue to learn more about this shooting and how the city plans to address the violence. And for the very latest, just head to our website, q13fox.com.
Detectives in Centralia are investigating the tragic death of a toddler tonight. Police got a call about a child who wasn't breathing around 3 o'clock this afternoon. They arrived to find a man giving CPR to a 2-year-old girl who was his girlfriend's daughter. He said he was giving her a bath, went to get a towel, and came back to find her face down in the tub. Police say her body, though, had recent and older injuries, which led to the investigation. A sad situation unfolding in Portland tonight, where a man found 3 young children abandoned in a shed behind a vacant home. These are pictures of the 3 cute little kids, 2 girls and a boy, and they're all under the age of 4, found in that shed in the southeastern part of the city. Portland police say a number of homeless people were staying in a nearby vacant house. A woman believed to be the children's mother may have left them last night. The kids were given medical checkups and then taken into protective custody. They want to know who the kids are.
A soldier from Joint Base Lewis McChord was killed by insurgents in Afghanistan. JBLM officials say 2nd Lieutenant Travis Morgado died yesterday. He suffered fatal injuries when his patrol was attacked by an explosive device. The California native was a member of the Stryker Brigade and was just 25 years old.
Deputies need your help to track down 2 men who attacked and stabbed a teenager on a popular running trail. This is the breaking news we told you about last night at 10 o'clock. Detectives say the teenager was out jogging by herself in Maple Valley just after 8 last night when the suspect started yelling at her. Moments later, investigators say they tackled her.
If that was the case, I'd be mad at everybody, wouldn't I?
Stabbed her in the right time, but she was able to fight them off and run for help.
This area is generally very safe area for something like this to happen.
See you in a little bit.
People are always out running on these trails.
Huh? At last, some freedom. Let's take a break.